she did all these things when I first came in the picture, right? And she's really testing me. I mean, really testing me.
Camila Alves looks back on the early days of dating her now hubby, Matthew McConaughey, revealing how her mother-in-law put her through the ringer.
What did you think of Matthew McConaughey for the first time? Were you like, all right, all right, all right?
Oh my gosh, he's definitely all right, all right, all right.
The model recalls the hostility she initially faced from Matthew's mom, Mary Kathleen, during a chat with Southern Living's Biscuits and Jam podcast.
She would call me by all of Matthew's ex-girlfriends' names. She would start speaking Spanish with me in a very broken way, kind of putting down, babe. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Matthew and Camila met in an LA nightclub in 2006 and made their red carpet debut at the 2008 premiere of his flick, Fool's Gold.
What's it been like for you since the announcement about the baby on the way?
The best thing, I think, is that now that we became public with it, it's anytime I meet somebody, I can go up and they go, how's it going? I go, well, let me tell you how it's going. It's going great.
Camila says as things heated up between her and Matthew, she went the extra mile to offer an olive branch to his mom, even bringing Mom Mac, as Matthew's mom is affectionately called, along with her for a first-class trip to Istanbul.
The whole way there, the whole plane ride to Istanbul, she was telling me all the stories and putting all these things in my head. Enough that when we landed, I was like, okay, all right, let me buckle up. Let me get ready for this situation.
And Camila says she had an aha moment on day 3 of that vacay.
As I put her to bed, I look at her and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's full of So I just flip it on her and brought my spicy Brazilian Latin side and I let her have it. So I went back at her. And we had it back and forth, back and forth. And then at the end, she just looked at me. She was like, okay, now you're in.
You passed the test.
All she wanted was for me to fight back.
You know, in Brazil, we always found ways of doing something. And if you just stop for a minute and take the time, it can make a world of difference.
Yeah.
Ever since then, Camila says they've had the most amazing relationship.
I have so much respect for her. She has so much respect for me. I mean, it can get tricky sometimes, you know, but we always end with a good laugh and a joke.
Last month, Camila gave fans a look at her life with Mom Mac, posting this pic, coloring her mama-in-law's hair at home.
It's really sweet, and it's kind of turning to like a love affair in the house.
As for Matthew and Camila, they tied the knot in 2012 and share 3 kiddos together. 15-year-old son Levi, 13-year-old daughter Vida, and 10-year-old son Livingston.
Our eldest is very clean, very balanced.
Oh, really?
Our middle girl is very coordinated. And then there's the youngest one who you have to ease young Livingston out of bed and where he can greet the day without coming out in a rage.
And Camila admits when it comes to her hubby and his mom, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
They're very similar in a lot of ways. She's very organized, very minimalistic, very on time, very prepared, and he gets a lot of those traits from her.